The U.S. men's basketball team has made it to the Olympic finals, crushing Australia 97-78. The Americans have won gold in 3 consecutive Olympic Games and will be hoping for a repeat. U.S. athletes currently trail China in top honors. They have won the most overall medals, though. French athletes have brought home 6 gold medals and 25 overall, but they'll be hoping for more as the French handball team has now qualified for the finals. Well, let's cross to our sports editor, Simon Harding, who's following the games in Tokyo. Simon, you're starting with that face-off between France and Egypt in the men's handball competition.
And a 5th guaranteed medal for France and France's handball team in the competition after a brilliant match against Egypt. The final score in that one, 27-23 against the African team, who are the first team in history from Africa to reach the semi-final stage. They were quarterfinalists in the last World Cup, losing to eventual winners Denmark. But France were able to dig deep after a slow start and win the match with a fantastic performance, in particular from goalkeeper Vincent Gérard, who made a string of saves to keep the Egyptians out at the very start of the match, and then right at the end of the game with Egypt pushing for an equaliser. That was the really key point of the game. But France, who are now into their 4th consecutive Olympic final, marshalled by their talismanic player Nicolas Karabatic, who will also play in his 4th Olympic final. 2 of those have been won by Les Bleus, who will take on either Denmark or Spain. That match which kicks off at 9 p.m. local time here in Tokyo. So a sensational performance by the French team, who had dominated Bahrain comfortably in the quarterfinals. This was much more of a test, and it's certainly going to notch up another level against whoever they face in the final.
And Simon, day 13 is a big one for France, with the basketball and volleyball teams in action as well.
Correct. Individually, we can say that perhaps France have been a little bit disappointing, but it is really in the team events that Les Bleus have come alive. France now play against Slovenia in basketball. That a match which, of course, the French are going to try to reach the final and set up a rematch for the Dream Team, Team USA, who were beaten by the French in their first group stage match. It would be, of course, a star-ridden game with a lot of NBA stars, of course, on the American side, but of course also on the French side. But in their way stands Slovenia. France, who are the only team who are yet unbeaten in the competition, and they're certainly going to need to keep that record alive if they wish to achieve that phenomenal setup against the United States. Also for the French, the men's volleyball team, who take on Argentina. Both teams had grueling quarterfinals where they went to the best of 5 sets. France beat Poland, who had taken a 2-1 lead, but they were strong enough in the 5th set in the deciding match to score the winning points with Ngapet, really the star man for the French once again. Argentina beat Italy as they too trailed 2-1, but it is going to be curious to see how the French this time around perhaps are, with a favourite tag, take on an Argentina team who have nothing to lose and who are going to try to reach the final. It would also be a first Olympic final for the French in volleyball, and that would be a sensational achievement for them to guarantee a medal no matter what.